shoes on for this one, baby, you know. So, poor Tracy and Mark, you know, and I don't think they've ever been the same since. But the idea here is, you know, the great thing about this one is you're moving more laterally. I know with P90X, it was, you know, more about jumping in one spot, but we're moving side to side more, and we're going for more vertical height too, which is really important when it comes to plyometrics.
Recovery and mobility. There's the foam roller.
Well, here's our foam roller, right? There's poor Cedric. Oh, he's trying. Cedric, don't cringe so much, man. But, you know, you can see our modification here. We've devoted an entire DVD to the importance of recovery. And you're allowed, you can see the different versions. That's the death version from Isabel there with spikes in it.
Yeah.
But it's an incredible tool.
I love that thing. It's super soft.
And, you know, it's above and beyond stretching. It really is. Stretching is phenomenal. Yoga is phenomenal. But this takes it to the next level.
All right. Total body.
Total body is just like it sounds. You know, you're doing, you know, one arm bicep curls in Warrior 3. Hello! All right? You're doing crunch, you're doing pull-ups, your whole body is crunch. You're doing plyometric push-ups on a stability ball. You know, and freaking Jeremy Yost beat me there. That was brutal for me. Brutal for my ego. But, you know, what's fun about that is, how about that, boys? So, you know, again, the reason why it's 5 days a week is because almost, I'd say 95% of the exercises, everything's involved. It's not just chest or just shoulders, just arms.
Yeah, and that actually is what makes it more athletic, because when you're out there, you're not moving one body part when you're doing some move on the field. You've got to be able to react. You've got to be able to move sideways. You want to be able to recruit the right big movers with your stabilizers in order to perform.
You want to build that foundation. You want to build that strength. While along the process, you're also building speed and agility and power. And also, you know, with all that lateral and vertical movement, you're tapping into parts of your legs and your butt that you haven't seen.
Now, how can you improve on average?
Well, you know, there's Viper scissors with an added reach. If you were my workout the other day, you saw that. You know, I mixed an interesting combination of some things that folks have seen in the Yoga Belly 7 for P90X, and we've added a lot of stuff. We are up, like amazing twist, for example. We're up a lot, up on our butt, because you're forced to use your core that way. So it's a brand new mix. It's a brand new effort for X2, and it'll be just as brutal as the first one.
Now, we talk about core, balance, and power. X2 is coming up. X2 Yoga.
Oh, your friend Crane there. What I did we had a lot of conversations about this, but when it came to the P90X2 Yoga, we wanted to get back to basics a little bit. We wanted just a constant flow. You know what I mean? So we took out some of the standing balance moves. We got busy right away. You know, the warm-up was a little bit shorter. And we wanted to condense the very best of the best moves that I think are most effective in yoga in the course of about an hour and 5 minutes.
Got it.
Close to an hour.
Yeah. So last time it was done in 22 halves. You had the whole vinyasa phase in the first 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And then we were standing on our heads and our fingers were up our noses.
Yeah, it was really good. Well, you know, it's crazy. Last night, I was walking through the hallway. I had my own workout, and yesterday was yoga day for me. I'm doing yoga, you know, Crown Room 3. And all of a sudden, 35 people showed up. So, you know.
All right, now we're talking balance and power, which is your core routine. That is my favorite move in this whole thing.
That move is crazy. Well, you know, balance and power is exactly what it is. You know, you're adding balance components with strength components at the same time. Usually, you'll see them separately, like that.
Outrageous.
Yeah, that doesn't require anything whatsoever. So, you know, it doesn't look like much. For example, that one where you're on your forearms. But, oh my God, you get to your 10th one. And oddly enough, the beautiful thing is you can feel your core working without having to get on your back and work your core specifically, right? So as a result of that, a lot of those moves you just saw, your quads are engaged, your glutes are engaged, your pelvis is tilted, your core is firing without having to actually do crunches, which are important as well. We see those in acrobatics. But, you know, we're just trying to help people become more athletic, become stronger, and in the process, become gorgeous as well.
Well, my experience personally with this versus other kind of ab moves, this one, I have a tendency to get really tight in my lower back, right? So these kind of moves, a lot of plank moves, man, just fixes my lower back pain. Like, it's just fixed.
Right.
So I'm excited about that. All this extra core work. Anybody who, you know, if you sit a lot, you work a lot, the lower back tightens up, and I think you're going to feel some relief by strengthening it this way versus just doing the.
Well, you know, it's amazing how much we've learned in 7 years when it comes to just doing a standard push-up. You know, like today, like the other day when we were in my workout, you know, you never heard me cue things like flex your quads, drive the backs, you know, your backs of your knees towards the ceiling, and turn your heels back, and tilt your pelvis towards your elbows. You know, I mean, we cued it as best we could based on what we knew at that time, but we've learned so much in the interim that, you know, when you see folks now do, in P90X2, you see them do a push-up, they're like this steel rod from head to heels, you know, and that's the idea. And it requires, you know, some new philosophy to be able to do that. And when you do, like yourself, you prevent that injury. Because so many people have that lower back slack when they're doing their push-ups because they're focused just too much on numbers. Now we're focusing more on form, and when you do that first, your numbers will go up. You'll also not get hurt, and you're engaging everything.
No, I saw that. Everybody was so strong in the room, I actually ran across everybody.